Starting.
Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast next door. I'm Cody.
Oh, we're starting.
Yeah.
I'm Chris.
And together,
I'm trying to start a timer.
we attempt to run a podcast. We welcome back any returning viewers. We welcome any new people who have found us by accident or on purpose. We appreciate all the subs, comments, and likes on all 2 of the YouTube videos we have so far.
Yes.
Appreciate Zach Lanch and all his guesses. Some of the other people I don't know, but I'm assuming Chris might know. Shout out to a guy named Mark over in Queens, New York, and a woman, D, down in San Luis Obispo. A lot of love and support from you two. Appreciate that. I know.
My glasses are so dirty.
We're all over the world. Yeah, you did.
This is like
it's a thing.
No.
Oh, jinx. Chris. Do you remember that when we were in elementary and middle school? You'd say the word at the same time.
Yeah, jinx. You owe me a Coke.
No, it was jinx, and then you couldn't talk until they said.
6.
Oh, for me it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I don't know.
I could never count to 10 that fast, so I would just say 10. It took 2 seconds to count to 10, apparently. When in reality, it should take 10 seconds. Then there's that episode of The Office where Pam jinxes Jim.
Yeah.
And then he goes to buy her a Coke, and they're out, and she's like, sorry, it's not my problem. And then he's silent the rest of the episode. That was a good one.
Oh,
you good?
That's why it's weird. Yeah.
Yes, the audience knows I'm weird. Hey, there we go. Welcome back, Chris. All right. You want to tell everyone what we're going to be talking about tonight?
Okay. Today, actually, I think I like it better with that light on.
Your call. I don't mind either way. Let there be light. Hey. It's magic. Yeah, turn it off. You're fine. Light some candles. Set the ambiance. Get a mood going.
It's like weird shadows now. Anyways.
It's just the shadow people behind us. It's no big deal.
Okay, today we are talking about... Oh, I know what it is.
Oh, my sweet goodness.
It's that one. Is it that one? I don't know. Anyways, I'm obsessed about light. Today we're talking about, would you survive in prison?
I'm going to shoot over to you first, Chris. Chris, A,
would I?
Would you survive? 2, how long? And 3, how far would you go in prison? Again, we're going to keep this PG rated at the most, so...
So, prison...
Maybe PG-13.
I've always been playing by prison rules. My whole life. Just kidding.
That's how you got to where you are today.
Yeah, I mean, I think Hollywood likes to glamorize, if that's a word.
It is.
Gloritize.
Glorify is what you're looking for.
Glorify.
Glorify.
Going to prison.
Hey kids, do you like violence?
And like you go to prison and you like find the biggest guy and you punch him. Like, I don't think that's real at all. I think it's more like it's a lot like worse.
Oh, entirely.
You know what I mean? Like, because when I heard this story about when Marilyn Manson, was it?
The crazy cult leader?
Yeah, it's not Marilyn Manson.
Mm-hmm, it is.
I feel like that's the singer.
Charles
Manson.
Charles Manson. I was going to say, where do you think he got his name from? Marilyn Manson's the singer. He took Marilyn Monroe's name and Charles Manson's name and pushed them together to create a terrible character, in my opinion. Anyway,
yeah, sure.
Charles Manson,
when he went to prison, so I learned this because I was learning, it's going to sound weird, but I was learning about rape and why people commit rape. And it's not about like sexual stuff. It's about asserting dominance and like power over someone else.
Okay.
So in prison, they rape each other because they're in a sort of like primal level. They're asserting dominance over each other. And so when Charles Manson, when he went to prison, that was like the first thing he did. He raped his roommate or his cellmate, like violently, and then we're
gonna go ahead and throw up a parental advisory now on this episode.
Yeah, and so that's like pretty intense. But I don't think I would do that. But I think that's what happens actually in prison. So there you go.
If we go to prison, I am not going to be your cellmate.
But what I would do is like murder people. I'm already in prison. What are they gonna do?
What if you were
Put me
wrongfully
further
accused?
in
Yes,
prison?
they're going to put you in super prison.
Dude, okay. One thing
if-
that is true about prison is that it's like you're getting like a full ride. You're getting paid for like room and board. You get 3 square meals. You get to work out. If you're good, you get like TV and like books and crap. So, I mean, the only bad thing is that you could get raped, you could get stabbed, you could just get beat.
Oh, is that all? It's like
That's
a vacation.
That's it.
Might as well go
Pretty much
vacation in Mexico.
And you get paid. I think they get paid like a tiny amount
If you work.
when they do the work.
Some people in prison don't work.
Yeah, I think it depends on the state and
They're more about the stabbing.
type of prison. But yeah, so I would just like, I'm pretty resourceful. I'm crafty. So I think
I'm afraid you would get targeted by the skinheads.
I would.
And they would ask you to come join.
Yeah, I mean, I would weigh
Oh,
it
you
out.
would?
I'd weigh out my options and be like, do I want to be a skinhead or do I just want to be that guy
Are you? I was kidding, dude.
with the bald head? You want to join a gang. Like, you don't want to be
No.
alone.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you join a gang. That's how you survive.
Isn't that how you got into prison in the first place?
Who knows? I don't know how I got to prison. Maybe I just avoided paying taxes,
Easy, Wesley Snipes.
But once you're in there, I would just like stab people, I was just like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna throw me in isolation? Cool. I'm all by myself.
Okay.
You know?
He says cool now. You ever see Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Not all of it.
There was an episode where
Parts
the
of
lead
it.
detective, Jake Peralta, is wrongly accused of a bank robbery. And he ends up going to jail. And they throw him in isolation. And he ends up acting out the entire movie, The Lion King.
Nice.
It's hysterical.
That's what I would do.
And then
Exactly.
and then he makes a mashed potato mold of his girlfriend. One of her breasts falls
hilarious.
off, and he goes, "Oh, lost a boobie.
Uh-oh.
No problem, though." It cuts to him screaming, "More mashed potatoes!"
Nice.
I like that part. Brooklyn Nine-Nine,
Andy
great show.
Samberg is hilarious.
Oh, Sandberg's the man. Have you seen Palm Springs yet?
No.
Who runs the Media Files podcast?
My buddy Kyle Vaughn.
Kyle, that's his name. Quick shout out to Kyle.
Media Files.
And the Media
Check it
Files.
out.
I recently learned about that podcast. That is the level of good and comedic and production I hope to achieve one day. Chris is the producer. I'm just the eye candy or the eye broccoli, if you will. Chris is behind the scenes. He knows how to cut and splice stuff together. He knows how to raise and lower the volume. He knows how to make me sound good. He knows how to make himself sound good.
Twiddle the knobs.
He's a knob twiddler, if you catch my drift. Long story short, Kyle, you talked about Palm Springs quite a few months ago on one of your, to my knowledge, earlier episodes, maybe halfway. And I forget which guest you had on at the time. I'm like you, Kyle. I really liked that movie. I thought it was not only funny, it had its dark moments, it had its sad moments, and it had its, oh my gosh. There were a few twists in there I did not see coming. And a lot of people compare it to either Groundhog Day, or some people even say there's like elements of Hot Tub Time Machine in there. It's rated R for decent reasons. There's a bit of gore, a little bit of language, not too much else. It's very funny though. It's very, very good. I would give it like a solid 7.3 out of 10. And it's on Hulu.
Okay.
So we're probably going to watch that the next time I come over.
Okay.
Great movie. So shout out to Kyle on the Media Files.
Sounds kind of dramatic.
Dramatic?
Yep.
Not dramatic?
Just dramatic,
It's a drama with a little bit of humor mixed in. It's got Andy Samberg, obviously, and then I forget the actress's name. It's the mom from How I Met Your Mother.
I don't know. I didn't finish that show either, so
Oh,
if
okay.
you tell me who it is, you'll ruin the show.
No, I'm not spoiling anything. That's why I said I forgot her name. This guy. But yeah, so you would potentially join a gang. I hope it wouldn't be the skinheads, but if you did, I
would
wouldn't
weigh
judge
my
you.
options, decide who's going to give me the most benefits, protect me the most, and then I would slowly work my way to the top and be the gang leader.
I could see you walking in with
Pretty
beef-flavored
ambitious.
ramen and peanut M&Ms. Guys, who wants to be my friend?
Pretty ambitious.
I could see that
I
happening.
wonder if cigarettes are still like the currency.
Depends on what movie or show you watch, because on Brooklyn
That's what I
Nine-Nine,
mean.
it was literally beef picante was the flavor of ramen noodle he wanted.
Right. So, what's your game plan in prison?
I could survive in prison minimum 1 day. One day.
You gotta like be tough. Fold your arms.
Well, you're wearing a prison shirt already.
Like,
I'm wearing a shirt that's too small
tough.
because originally the shirt I came over in was green, and there's a green screen behind us, so I would have had no body.
Yeah,
you wouldn't have been able to tell how fat I am. Well, it's okay.
Noob.
Only our third episode on YouTube. You got to give me some credit. Anyway, I could survive minimum 1 day in prison. Here's why.
Why?
I am a relatively funny, honest, and unintimidating person. Nobody wants to mess with you unless they think that you're intimidating. So I'm going to walk in with my haircut. I'm probably going to shave the sides of my head like I normally do. A little long on the top, a little bit of gel in there to style it up, make myself presentable.
Spikes.
And I'm not
ice those tips.
No ice. I will gel the tips. I will not ice them. I'm not going to shower.
Nice.
No one there is going to mess. Right? No one's going to mess with you if you're a smelly boy. If you smell good,
and there's no chance of like getting raped in the shower.
There he goes with the rape again.
It's a real thing.
I know it is. I'm just surprised you brought it up.
Because I'm kind of, if I ever went to prison, that's the number one thing I would be worried about happening to me.
I don't want to get raped either, okay?
So I would literally rip a person's throat out before getting raped.
But my parents listen to this, and I don't think they're going to like that I've said rape so far 3 times. I'm kidding. Mom, Dad, if you listen to this, I love you guys. Stop listening now. No, I'm not going to shower. Whether I'm there. Oh, we're over there. Okay, there, Bob.
Okay.
If I'm there for 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, I can survive. If I go anything beyond a month, I'm in trouble. Literally, a month and a day, I'm in trouble. If I'm there for a year or more,
well, you don't really go to prison for just a month. You would go to jail maybe.
You would go to jail for a month. Okay. Could I survive in jail? Yes. Could I survive prison?
Yeah, you're usually not.
I don't know.
Like in jail, okay, so jail is a little bit different. Because it's either like
that's
you're
the
just
lesser
alone.
Prison.
Well, not necessarily. I guess lesser. It's on the state level, right? Jail is just the state police throw you in there, right? Or the sheriff. But prison is like federal. It's big government. Like you did something bad.
Boo, big government.
Anyways, what was I saying? Why'd you say that?
Because it's funny. Jail is less than prison.
Jail, you're either by yourself or you're with like 20 people who were thrown in there who were drunk or doing something or like peeing in public or prostituting or something, something only jail worthy.
If a prostitute urinates in public, what is she getting in trouble for?
Everything. I don't know.
Fair
you
enough.
can get in trouble for more than one thing. If you're like speeding and your taillight's out, they're going to mark you for both of those.
What a jerk.
And probably look for more things.
Also, I noticed your car is old as hell. We don't like it. What a crappy color. It's rusting also.
Get a new one. So prison, jail, that's if you're trying to land in prison, shoot for the big stuff like felonies. Don't mess around
Officer,
with
there's some heroin in my
those
trunk.
Little things, yeah. But you need to have enough. I don't know the amount because I'm not actually planning to go to prison.
I hope not.
So I don't know the amount that you need.
The fact that we both have plans. Then again, maybe I'll just use my white privilege. Who knows?
Maybe. But I do know tax evasion can land you in prison, which is
you can get in huge trouble for that. Isn't that right, Wesley Snipes?
Yeah.
He's a subscriber and he knows what's what.
Yikes.
What's that Dave Chappelle joke? He gets his white friend gets pulled over named Chip. And Dave's freaking out next to him and Chip goes, "I got this, Dave." And the officer walks up. "Do you know how fast you were going?" "I'm sorry, officer. I didn't know I couldn't do that."
Did you say sorry?
I did. I was hoping you wouldn't catch that. I have been having trouble speaking this whole week.
It's fine.
Well, if it's fine, you wouldn't have called me out.
No, I just wanted to clarify that.
Sorry doesn't put the Triscuit crackers on my stomach now, does it? What's that from?
I have no idea.
Billy Madison.
Oh, okay.
It's a great line.
I've seen that,
great
but
movie.
I don't. It's been a while.
See, my problem is I watch movies until the tape was unwound.
Broken.
Yeah, or the DVD stops working. I'm obsessed with movies. Like Billy Madison, I've seen that movie easily 50 times.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Or whereas like I've seen the movie Accepted over 100. That's one of my favorite movies.
Accepted. I don't know that one.
Justin Long makes a fake college with all his friends.
Oh.
And they put acceptance as just one click away.
Okay.
I love that.
I know
you to make it
but
clickable.
I never saw it.
Great, hysterical movie. Very stupid, but also very funny. But
Yeah.
like Pineapple Express, I've only seen that movie twice.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that great of a movie.
No, it's a typical stoner movie. I've only seen This Is the End once. So,
Oh.
and I've yet to see Twilight, and I never have. I never will.
Twilight.
Twilight time capsule.
I was thinking about watching it, and I was like, man, we've been talking about it like 2 weeks ago
Yep.
when we were talking. I was like, I should watch those movies just so I can have an opinion.
Don't
Like,
do it.
I saw the first one, but it was so bad, and then it's been years and I forgot. But then, you know, it's like,
Don't do it.
yeah, it was not worth it.
I get it.
Because I would have had to pay $5 a movie on Amazon. So,
Oh, you know what I almost bought the other night, but I ended up forgetting, and then I got distracted. What We Do in the Shadows. I almost bought that
like
movie on
the
YouTube.
movie,
The movie, yeah. Because I already
Oh,
have access to
I
the
have
show on
it.
Hulu.
I have it on Google Play,
I
but I
love
don't
that
know
movie.
how to like share.
That's okay. I'm probably gonna break down and buy it anyway because my dad hasn't seen it, and I keep telling him, "Oh, you got to watch this movie. It's
a
very
great
funny."
movie. It's a great movie.
I might show him the show first. What do you think? Movie first?
Movie first.
Okay, deal.
Because they reference the show.
Oh, that's true.
Supposedly, there's another show. I think it's an Australian show that is not called the same thing. It's called something else. Can't remember. Kyle references it
Mhm.
in
His episode of What We
his-
Do in the Shadows.
for the show. Yeah, he talks about it with his wife, and
She's great too.
excuse me.
You're excused.
Anyways, that one I think is supposed to be kind of like an in between, but I don't know if it
Okay.
really is important. I can't
Mhm.
remember.
It's not essential, but it's still
Right.
there.
Right.
It's
But
like
I would
it's like
do-
your brakes in your vehicle.
Sure.
Not essential, but they're there.
Yeah, exactly. I would do the movie first.
Okay, kind of like how I
Uh,
was introduced to it through you and Justin.
Yeah,
Or
just because
werewolves,
like
not
you learn
swearwolves.
who you learn who the like three main guys are because they show up in the show,
Mm-hmm.
and you wouldn't know who they are if you didn't watch the movie.
That's true. Then you won't get as many of the jokes. Okay, touche.
Yeah.
Good point.
Exactly.
So
So
yes, I would survive in prison.
That's what we would do.
No more than a month.
We would survive. Maybe.
Jail. Yes.
I think I'm gonna adopt the take no showers and don't brush my teeth.
No, I'm brushing my teeth. I absolutely.
Oh.
I will let the stink commence and overtake my body.
with baking soda, so it's like nasty and never smells minty fresh.
No, dude, I'm getting toothpaste. Remember that scene in Richie Rich
No,
where he sends his butler the toothpaste?
no.
You never saw Richie Rich with Macaulay
It,
Culkin?
like when I was like 15.
He sends him a and this is back in the 90s when apparently guards were complete idiots in a police station, and
Nice.
he sent him a toothbrush, some toothpaste, and a card. And he wrote in, gosh, what was the language? It'll come to me. But he wrote in a specific
What
language.
country is it in?
Well, it takes place in America. It's Latin. I can't believe I forgot
Latin.
that. In Latin, he
Oh,
writes,
Pig
don't,
Latin.
sorry, not pig Latin, just regular Latin. He writes, do not use toothpaste, smear it on the bars. And just then he picks up the toothbrush and it's literally like eating away at the toothbrush.
Nice.
And then it also says something it said something to the effect of like, your life's in danger. And just then like a big biker tries to kill him. And then the butler ends up beating the crap out of the biker guy. And he goes, never
Nice.
mess with a man with sensitive teeth. And then he sees the bars and like, this guy is like 300 pounds, 6 foot something. The butler's much shorter and smaller. And then magically all the biker's clothes fit on him after he escapes prison.
Perfect.
Anyway, great movie. Very funny scene.
You like the 90s movies.
I mean, yes and
lot.
no. That's when I was born. And when I was a bit older. I mean,
So?
Macaulay Culkin's only, what is he, 35, 36, something like that? He's not that much older than us.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't
I'll be
know.
30 at the end of this year. I'm having a dirty 30 blowout. You're going to be there. Don't worry.
Cool.
You're going to be there.
I did that last year,
You're old.
but not really. Because I was like, no, I don't want to celebrate. And my friends will know who are watching and listening to this. They'll remember it.
I look forward to my 30s. I did not like most of my 20s.
Yeah. My
Not a
20s
fan.
were my school years and my developing years and like my, struggling time.
Mm-hmm.
30s are gonna be a lot better.
As soon as COVID's over,
Already started a lot better.
2022. Hopefully, that ends the 13-day curve to flatten the COVID.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I love how people are, 2020 sucks. I can't wait for 2021. What, you think at midnight everything's magically going to go away?
Yeah. That's what happened last year, sort of.
That's when COVID was like, all right, this is my year.
Yeah. I think that's all. What would you make your first shiv out of?
I actually, since I've not technically said where I work to my knowledge, I'll be very vague. At a job I used to have, I found a shiv.
Oh, like a real one?
Now, to me, it looked like a legitimate shiv. My coworker came up, and I said, hey, look what I found. And I put a glove on, and then I picked it up, and she goes, oh, cool. What tool is that? I said, it's not a tool. It's a shiv. She goes, that's not a shiv.
Did you work in a prison? You cleaned up after?
No.
Oh.
Just a previous job I had.
Okay.
It was sort of like a construction job, sort of.
Oh, and people needed to defend themselves.
Apparently.
Or maybe there was a gang fight on the construction site.
That's my pizza, Shank.
Why would you need a shiv if
it was about that long?
You're not in prison. The reason they make the shivs in prison is because they can't get knives and stuff.
I don't know. Why are you asking me? I found it. I turned it in. Nothing came of it, thankfully.
What if it was just someone using some? What was it made out of?
It was a wooden handle, and then it was just a piece of metal stuck in there and glued and taped.
Oh,
so it was an authentic shiv.
Weird.
And my coworker, she kept saying, "No, it's just a tool." It's like, yeah, it's a tool to kill people.
Just a tool.
You can get them here. Yes. You can get them in the neck.
It's just a tool.
You could be like Dexter and carve across the cheek and steal a blood sample.
Clean for doing things. So, anyways, that's our show.
I apologize.
Don't have nightmares.
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't that bad.
No, not at all.
Weren't even graphic or anything. So.
Well, hey, thank you guys so much for listening. This is a bit of a heavier episode. We're not going to get too heavy in the future, unless we do.
I mean, this isn't even that heavy. This is what we talk about.
This is the heaviest subject so far.
What have we talked about?
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Wendigos. Candy.
The monster one is heavy.
Yeah, that was more scary than heavy. Real quick, actually, what are we doing on October 30th again? I love talking about this. Okay. Let me refresh. We're going over to Justin and Hunter's place. Oh. And we're going to watch.
Those are our friends.
Mando.
Our only friends.
Apparently, yeah. Apparently, Bill Burr wants to reprise his role in The Mandalorian, which is very silly because he talks like he's from Boston, which he is, but still. Mando. Yeah. You can't be taken seriously when you have an accent like that. It's not right.
Not right.
So, yeah.
That's what we're going to do. So, maybe we'll do a after episode review. I
like that.
Because we watched the episode and then we can do a review or something.
I think we should have Hunter and Justin for that one.
Ugh, I don't have enough microphones.
I hate those guys.
And there's not enough space in our little area right here.
Yeah, there is.
No.
Justin sits here, Hunter sits here.
I don't have enough. Well, maybe I could. But.
We'll make it work because one of them can use my microphone. The one I have at my house.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We can all be in different rooms.
We'll see what happens.
And we'll Skype each other.
We'll see what happens.
Wireless headphones.
Oh, I have a lavalier mic. Actually,
I have a lava lamp
on your lapel.
Yeah. Oh, on the lapel, fancy.
It's called a lavalier.
Lavalier. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyways,
well,
that's all the time we have time for.
Thank you so much. Go Yankees. Blink-182 rocks.
That's all the time we have.
Go Vikings. Go Giants. Oh, and I want the Dodgers to win the World Series this year.
Right anymore, but
happy early Halloween.
Thank you for watching and listening.
Reese's is the best. Good night, guys.